Do you often find yourself feeling drained or exhausted or irritable when spending time with certain people? They may be a friend, or they may be a family member or a relative or a colleague. And I for a fact know that you do feel like that. And here's the climax. You might be dealing with energy vampires. Hi fam, what's up? I hope you're all doing good and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, then please make sure to subscribe to my channel, as it makes me really happy whenever I see even a single one of you adding up to my subscriber list. So let's learn how to spot them and take a look at different strategies on how to stop them from draining your energy. So in today's video, let's tackle a topic that seems to affect us all at some point in our life. How to deal with people who seem to sap our energy and make us feel more exhausted. Energy vampires are people who drain our energy emotionally, whether intentionally or not. And for sure, they are not aware of their talents of destroying other people's energy. Let's learn how to spot them, and in this video, I'll be sharing 10 different strategies on how you can stop them from sucking and draining your energy. So without wasting any more time, let's start this video. How to spot an energy vampire. Now, you may not know if someone is an energy vampire whenever you first meet them, but you can tell whether you have been around one if they constantly make you feel the following. Overstimulated. Now, they'll make you feel overstimulated by talking incessantly about themselves or their problems without giving you a chance to respond or share anything about yourself. They'll make you feel annoyed all the time by complaining about their job, their family, their health, all the while expecting you to offer sympathy and support. They'll make you feel empathetic by constantly criticizing your work or your hobbies, making you feel like there's no point in trying. They'll make you feel fatigued by calling you late at night to cry about their problems, or they might demand that you drop everything to help them with their latest crisis. You'll start to feel more stressed whenever you spend time with them. They'll make you feel stressed by constantly asking you for favors, or they might guilt trip you into doing different things that you don't want to do. Nancy Irwin, a licensed clinical psychologist from Los Angeles, says common signs of an energy vampire include talking more about themselves and not about you or anyone else, having ongoing drama in their lives, having a victim mentality. Pessimism would be their religion. They have a jealous personality, demanding a lot of attention from people. Now, you can also spot them in group setting. For instance, if such a character enters a group dynamic, you might notice that everyone seems to go quiet, and humor is squashed by seriousness, and you may feel like they kill the vibe. And here are some signs of differentiating energy vampires from normal people in a group setting. People would walk away from group conversations that include these kind of characters. They ask uncomfortably personal questions in front of everyone. The conversation shifts towards their life. They'll reject anyone's solution to their problems. And they'll talk over other people. They'll insert themselves into the conversations. They ignore social cues and boundaries. They'll latch onto one person in a group, and they'll tend to diminish the problems of other people. I'm quite positive now that you have the knowledge to spot them, and now let's take a look at 10 different strategies on how you can stop them from draining your energy. Know one when you see one. Now, people who drain your energy are not at all easy to spot at once. It might take you years to spot them, and that's why I'm here to help you. They may seem interesting and entertaining at first, but after spending time with them, you'll start to feel negative and drained, and you'll start to feel negative about yourself. Now, it's important to understand this point. We all have a different perspective that we look this world from. And when you are spending time with energy vampires and people who are negative, then you start to see this world from their perspective as well. Their perspective will become your perspective. So it's very necessary to stop them from doing that. Trust your gut and pay attention to how you feel after interacting with someone. If you are feeling tired, stressed, or unhappy about yourself, then a person might be an energy vampire. Trust your instincts. Don't get pulled in. Please understand this. Don't try to fix their problems. Either they'll refuse your help or they'll create a new problem for you to fix. It's important to understand that some people's problems are beyond your control to solve. Even professional therapists can have a hard time controlling or fixing them. The best thing you can do is set clear boundaries and protect yourself. For instance, if someone is seeking your advice, gently, encourage them to find their own answers. You can say something like, "I believe that you can figure this out on your own." Use assertive communication. When you spot them, communicate assertively and directly with them. For example, you can say something like, "Let's get back to my point on this topic so it doesn't get missed." It will be a respectable way to stop them from stealing the conversation. Ask for space. You may have to ask for space if you can't avoid the person. You can be kind, but be very clear about your stance. You can say something like, you have a huge personality and or energy, and it sometimes overwhelms me. Or you can say that I don't want to offend you, but I think I need some space. Or you can say your energy is too strong, man, I can't keep up with you. Learn to say no. It can be challenging to say no, especially if you are a people pleaser. No is a boundary, and these sort of people need boundaries to be maintained in a limit, otherwise they'll walk all over you. For example, if you don't want to go out on lunch with someone, learn how to say no to it, and it's okay to say no to it. They may try to guilt you, but that's a good reminder for you that why you are saying no in the first place. Dig deeper, but stay out of the hole. It's always easier to offer compassion when you try to figure out where they are coming from. If you are showing support to a negative person, you are giving them no real incentive to make a change. It may help you to repeat this in your head whenever you deal with such a person. Like, for example, I understand his or her pain, but I'd be really helpful if I don't feed into it. This would help you approach them with kindness and also firmness, so they don't bring you down with them. Cut them out of your life if you can. If they are not someone you cannot avoid, for example, your boss or a family member, cut off your contact with them. If they are an ex-spouse that you need to communicate with, communicate as less with them as possible. Use technology to your advantage. Use text or messaging app rather than making plans on the call or perhaps meeting in person. Now this is my favorite. Be too tired for them. This strategy is called broken wing. For example, if an energy vampire tries to bend your ear, tell them that you are feeling under the weather or you are feeling very tired. They would immediately follow another source. Understand this is very important. They don't want to be around someone who doesn't have the energy to give back to them. Grey rock them. Act like a grey rock in front of them. Don't entertain them, don't give them your energy, and especially don't give them the response they are looking for. They'll instantly lose interest. And last but not the least, do not overreact. It's important to remain cool, calm and collected when you're dealing with such a character, because losing it can cause them to do the same and make you feel worse about yourself. So here's the bottom line, folks. Guarding and protecting your energy is a game changer for your well-being and your happiness. And you are not being selfish at all. You are just practicing self-care by spotting them and keeping them away from you. These strategies that I just mentioned are your weapon from now on, and these will save you from getting overwhelmed, anxious and sick. So don't let anyone drag you down. Stay strong, stay upbeat and own your energy. You have got this. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.